Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the house I'm currently cleaning out. It's not mine. I have to do a total clean out and take everything. They said you can have some good stuff if you get rid of everything. And that's often what we do in our secondhand business. Quite often though, we look for antiques and collectibles, and sometimes we'll buy a deceased estate that's just amazingly interesting with historic stuff. In this case, it's mostly modern, but the family have sold the property. The story's in episode 1. I think we're up to episode 5. And the lady that lived here, who was an artist, has moved down to Melbourne to be close to her family. And they've got everything they want, so I have to clean it all up. The property is sold, as I mentioned, and settlement is at the end of November. We're getting towards the end of October, and I need to get it done fairly quickly because they have to organise to have it cleaned and everything before settlement. But I will make sure it's empty, and that's my job. So if you've been following the series, I've been gearing up for a garage sale, and I've been pricing a bit of stuff. I've been selling some stuff through Facebook Marketplace, or at least the local buy, swap and sell groups. I have taken a few bits and pieces back to the shop, and perhaps before we have a look around to show you where I'm up to, let's go and have a look at the notepad because I have actually sold a few things. Okay, being a second-hand dealer, I do need to itemise everything that I sell and give them a serial number, and I like to keep track of how my deals go. So here we have the stuff itemised, numbers 1 through to 20 on this page, with the price that I put on initially. Now that fluctuates. Sometimes I discount it, sometimes I change my mind and get a bit more for it. So you can see we've sold the filing cabinet, a few bits and pieces. The first day we got here, actually, a couple of people came around to have a look. And the fridge out of the garage here sold just the other day. And over the page, I've also sold the modern hall table. The single bed has gone. I sold that through Facebook, and a couple of gas bottles that are in the shed. So it adds up to over $400 back so far, but I have put a fair bit of time in. Now I've spent a couple of hours here today, and perhaps we'll start by having a look in the house and show you where I'm up to there. And as usual, jobs get messier before they get cleaner. So there's a heap of stuff in the middle to go to the op shop or charity shop. Christine bagged that up when she was here the other day. My daughter Jess is taking the piano. We're keeping the mobility aids there and the shower chair for future use. There's some boxes here with stuff packed in. Now, if we wander down through to the bedrooms, everything's pretty much finished out here. I have taken photos of this double bed and the bedding, and I'm going to put that on Facebook. Probably just for $50. Double beds aren't as popular as queens, but the mattress looks near new. It's got a doona and all the bedding with it, including electric blankets. And I just want to get rid of it. So $50, I'll be posting that on Facebook later today. We have emptied the wardrobes, so there's only the bed left in here. And likewise, all this end of the house, the bathroom, the toilet, this bedroom, it's all been cleaned out, and this bedroom is where the single bed was, so that's all gone. We've bagged up all the clothes that were in there, and the cube storage that was there is out in the garage. I'll show you that shortly. So this part of the house is all finished, and I like to leave jobs neat. So hopefully that bed goes, and we can basically, well, if there was a door here, I would close it, but we'll barricade it off because I'm going to have a garage sale, and people are going to come into this part of the house, mainly because I'm going to put all the bedding and things along the wall there for free. There's some good doonas, there's lots of other linen and stuff in the linen closet. I'll put that all out here for free, and I needed somewhere to hang all these paintings. Now, a lot of you commented in the last video where I went through some of the paintings and asked you what I should do with it all. Well, you had some great advice. A lot of these, they're all original if you're just joining the channel, and the lady is quite a talented artist. Have a look down the hallway here. And she showed them at art shows, and most of them have prices on the back from about $150 up to about $400 for these ones in here. So I didn't want to give them away too cheaply. Well, I was talking of selling them for like $10 each, which is clearly too cheaply. That owl has $400 on it. She had a fascination with eyes, rather interesting. So I am going to sell them for a bit more than that. I had some great advice. I think it was Dee that said if you put a price too cheap, it actually devalues the artwork and people don't think they're worth much. And that's a valid point. Sometimes a higher price gives something a bit of credibility. There's some more eyes. Getting a bit of a reflection these, sorry. Nice horses there, horse team. And I actually like this kangaroo's behind a fallen down fence, I guess. So I'm going to price these ones, I think at around about a quarter of what they're tagged at. So I think the kangaroo one was $200, so we'll put 50 on it. And that'll just give me a bit of a guide. They'll be between 20 and I probably don't think I'll go any higher than 50. The one down there, the owl, I think had 400 on it. Personally, it's not my favourite, and I think 50 will do. So hopefully we get to sell some. There's more down here. Did I show you the ones on the floor? There's lots of paintings, and a few pointed out that yes, the framings are quite expensive to have done, and I appreciate that, and the frames themselves are fairly expensive, but we have tried to sell frames at the shop numerous times and never had a lot of luck. So we'll see how we go selling these artworks in here. I'll be having a garage sale not this weekend. I was planning to, but I think I'll leave it till the following Saturday to give me a chance to finish sorting out here. I'm currently going through kitchen cupboards. The fridge is ready to be sold. I've done some photos on this one. We sold the one that was in the garage, but this is the house one. I put a new light globe in it because the globe has blown, or had blown, so now it's a new globe. And I think I'll probably ask about 200 for that fridge. It's a really large size Simpson in good condition. So like I was saying, there's a bit of stuff to get out of the cupboards in here still. I have emptied the pantry of all the old food stocks. I'll show you where they went. And I have to empty a lot of the linen out of the laundry cupboards here. And there's also some electrical appliances that I'll go through. There's a steam mop. I think there's a vacuum underneath. Not much value. Most of it will be giveaway. And especially all the linen. I assume they're doonas or underlays or something up there. There's a nice large fry pan that should sell quite well. So all the electrical stuff I will take home and safety test, and I will sell that through the shop. Well, I'll probably put a post on Facebook as well. So, but a lot of this other stuff, basic stuff, is going to be free. So let's go out into the shed and I'll show you what I've been doing out there. Well, in the garage for a start there, those storage cubicle things that were in the wardrobes, I'll be selling those fairly cheap. They're a little wonky, but they should still sell. And a lot of the prices I've had on here, I will probably reconsider for a garage sale. People expect much cheaper prices when you're having a clearance sale. It's not in a shop, so instead of $20 on that mirror there, I'll probably drop it to 10. The pine dresser here might drop to 20. Maybe even 10. I mean, the stuff has to go and I can't take it back to the shop. Things like these chairs, I had 10 each. They're good condition folding chairs. If I don't get 10 each for those, I will take them back to the shop. I think I've got someone coming to have a look at that cupboard. I had 50 on it. I had dropped it down to 30 on Facebook. But the bigger stuff, well, while I've got a bit of time, I can hang out for slightly better dollars. But when I have a garage sale, I think I'll have to drop the price quite a lot. That trolley, though, is something that I will take back to the shop if I can't get, say, $50 for it, because it's a nice trolley. This cupboard here had 25. I'll probably drop that to 10 on the morning of the garage sale. So that's the plan with the bigger stuff. I need it to go. These drawers I might put 30 on. I haven't tried them on Facebook. I think I might try them because that's the sort of thing that someone would grab. I've had pretty good success over the last couple of weeks selling some things on Facebook. Now here's some more artwork. This lot isn't as good, I don't think, as the lot inside. It was very colourful. And I thought I might go $10 each on these. I really like that sunset one. Doesn't the colour's beautiful and the reflection? She's done a great job on that one. So what did I say, 10? We might try 20. I might do a post on Facebook at 20 each, see how we go. But garage sale time, probably 10 each. These couple of items here I pointed out in the last episode. I'll price the beer glass set at $10 and I'll price the retro Mikasa dinner set at, say, $25. If they don't sell, I'll certainly take them back to the shop. Likewise, that vase, I should get 10 at the shop pretty easily. So I don't mind taking a few things back. Right, now the kitchen stuff. I went through the pantry and what I did with a lot of it was empty it. Most of the containers were pretty much empty anyway. There was a lot of opened ones like sultanas, pitted dates, ginger. What was in that one? Almond meal. All these had been opened, apricots, and I don't know how long they'd been sitting there. So I've tipped all the contents into the green waste bin. It looks a bit of a, actually it looks like ready for a concrete mix at the moment, but it's all organic materials, so that can go in our green waste bin. It's better than throwing the whole packet in the rubbish. At least I've managed to save some of it from going into landfill. And any packets that can be recycled, cardboard, tins, plastic bottles, and more tins. So, and that was soy sauce. There was only a trickle of that left, so I tipped it down the sink. But most of the stuff I've either, well, larger quantities of liquid I've tipped into the garden, and all the containers have gone in the recycle bin. Right, we finally get to the shed, and I've reconsidered a couple of prices that I was discussing with you last time we walked around here, and I'm going to be much more generous, I guess you could say. So those crates and the cage and the, I'm not sure, just the wire mesh stuff, that's going to be free. Everything here is going to be free. It's a cute little timber box, but the bottom's a bit rotted, so it's going to be free. The whole aisle down here will be free stuff at the garage sale. Some old towels, a cupboard, all the books. There was no books I wanted to take back to the shop. There's some nice books in there. They'll all be free. I'll put some big signs up to say this entire aisle of stuff is wanting a good home. There's some mirrors. These were in the fridge that was in the shed. The lady didn't want them. They're like gel packs for freezing. Some gumboots in good condition. They may or may not come with a spider or two. Some more frames, an office chair, desk, all the bits and pieces, some shoes. There's even some lamb's wool slippers. So everything here is going to be free. And I'm going to put all free stuff on this one too. I haven't finished sorting the top section. Someone suggested, actually a couple of people suggested that some of the art supplies could go to a school, and that's a great idea, and we may well do that. I have donated stuff to local schools before. I think I might actually try and sell some of that paint stuff first, maybe the whole lot in one go, but certainly if I'm left with it, it'll be donated to the school. So I've got to finish sorting that bench out. This bench in the middle, now these benches have to stay with the property, but they're handy for displaying stuff at the moment. So all the stuff on top there is going to be free. I'm not going to muck around with $1 each or anything like that. Just move it all on, find new homes for it. I'm hopefully going to make enough money out of the better stuff to cover my time, and that's really what I'm looking for. There's some filler stuff here for stuffing soft toys and that sort of stuff. I've moved the printer out here. There's Christmas decorations. So this aisle is free as well. More kitchen stuff and all the stuff out of the pantry that I considered still quite good. A fair bit of it hasn't been opened. Some of it has. But things like vinegar and that sort of stuff, there's not much left in this rice bran oil bottle, but you know, someone might use it. It's free. So hopefully some of that goes. Whatever doesn't go, I guess I'll probably do similar to what I did with the other stuff and tip it into the garden or somewhere where it can basically be turned back into some good soil. Once the worms get into it, they will pretty well destroy anything eventually. And all the containers then can go in the recycle bin. So hopefully nothing goes to rubbish except for maybe the plastic packaging. But yeah, hopefully some people take some things. There's a lot of cleaning products. There's more under the sink that I haven't got to yet, and a lot of those are full. So hopefully people see value there, because those sort of things are expensive to buy at the supermarket now. So both aisles here, down the middle, and all up this side will be free. Now the rest of the artwork is over here, and I haven't finished sorting over this section, but I have been displaying all this artwork up here. Some of it looks quite good from a distance. I think some of it was her early attempts, and there's a couple that make me cringe, I've got to say. I mean, I'm not an art critic, but everyone has their own tastes, and I think some of them look good from a distance. The further away, the better. For example, I don't want to pick on it, but look at this horse. There's something seriously wrong with its right eye. It's navigating around to the side of its skull. So yeah, that one freaks me out a bit. There's some prints here and things that actually weren't this lady's artwork. She obviously just got for the frames. But I'm going to have this whole selection here, including stacks of unframed ones. Some of them are quite good, but they're all going to be $5 each. A whole pick here, $5 each. This tree here, I think, had a price of $150 or something on it from memory. You can see the picture that she painted it off. But oh, she had $200 on that. But I'm afraid that's going to be $5. I don't particularly like it. So I know someone might, but that's all right. Someone will get it for $5. So that section's organised. There's some easels there. I'm not sure what I'll put on those. They'll be fairly cheap as well. Still have to sort a bit of stuff out in the middle here, and that little trolley might be a free one as well. And we have some shed chemicals and bits and pieces, garden chemicals. I'll be putting a lot of those for free as well. So not a lot really to sell in the shed. Some of the tools I went through in the last episode I'll probably take to the shop. I might spread them out. But the better ones I'll probably take to the shop. Things like these axes and that too. I'll get better money for those at the shop, and I don't mind having those in the shop. A few ladders to deal with. Oh, and a couple of people pointed out that insert for the sliding glass door with the pet door in it that are quite expensive, so I was perhaps going to check that out. So thank you for your assistance there. I can't be across everything, and I appreciate everyone's comments, and it's given me a bit of guidance on the artwork, so thank you for that. So that's where we're up to for now. This will probably be a pretty quick episode, just to walk around and let you know what I'm up to. But just about half of this shed now is all set up as free stuff, and I'll keep going and try and clean the house out pretty much completely into the garage or the carport there, so that we can get everything organised for next Saturday. I do have to get another load from the farmhouse that I'm cleaning out as well, and hopefully next Saturday, if the weather's nice, I can back the van, or perhaps park it over on the lawn out the front there, open the back of it and put a lot of furniture out on the driveway, especially for the morning. I'll certainly film on the day. Maybe that'll be our next episode. Anyway, that's what I'm up to. I'll spend the rest of the day here getting a bit sorted out. I'll probably pop back another time just to finalise some things, and we'll gear up for a big garage sale. The weather's been much nicer this time. It's been good. Last time I was here it was like 35, 36 degrees in the shed. Much nicer today, and I guess I should get back to work before the day runs out. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.